What's up, YouTube? Combat here, and today I want to talk about the 3 things I don't want to see in Call of Duty World War II, or Call of Duty 2017, but we all know it's going to be called World War II. I did a video last week talking about my wish list, which was the things I'd like to see in the game, because I think it's good to reflect on the positive things, and there was a lot more on the positive side that I want to see in the game, that I'm hoping for in the game, than things I don't want to see. Now, before I even started my list of 3 things I don't want to see, I'm going to address advanced movements for a second, because I believe in my heart of hearts that it will not be in the game. There will be no jetpacks, no wall running, none of that. It'll be boots on the ground, sort of like what we have here in Modern Warfare Remastered, and that's the way it should be. If by any reason or by any means they decide to put jetpacks or wall running into the game, I will not be buying it. So I'm not including it in my list of 3 things I don't want to see, because I don't think it'll be in the game, but also because if they do, they're ruining the game, period. And the other 3 things won't even matter, because I don't believe that playlist populations will be that high, because jetpacks and wall running were not something that was possible in World War II. Unless you were insane and were able to somehow develop a jetpack, or if you somehow could wall run. I don't know. I've tried to wall run. You can't do it. It's hard to do. It hurts the ankles. I don't think it's physically possible. So with that being said, though, no jetpacks, no wall running. I don't believe there will be any. So let's talk about the 3 things I don't want to see in Call of Duty World War II. The first thing reared its ugly head in Advanced Warfare, and has been rumored to be in the game in every game since, both in Black Ops 3 and in Infinite Warfare, with very little proof to say they were actually there. But people believe it's there, and that's skill-based matchmaking. I talked about this in my wishlist video and said that we need a strong league play, so we have a ranked game mode and a casual game mode. And I believe in that. I believe if we get skill-based matchmaking again in our casual public playlist, it'll decline playlist populations, and it'll also drive more people away from the game. Because it's not good to handhold new players, and it's also not good to penalize the top players for just wanting to play casually. This isn't, and has never really been, a competitive shooter, unless you want to go into those competitive modes. And I think that it should be up to the player to decide whether or not they want to play casual or competitive. One of the best games for that is Halo, where you have a competitive playlist, which was the old ranked playlist, and you also had Social Slayer and social playlists that you could just goof around with your friends in. And I think that's what Call of Duty should be. I think it should have a ranked playlist as well as have a social playlist where there's no skill-based matchmaking, because I think that's how players get better. They learn things about the game. I don't think hand-holding players and making them play against players around their skill level helps develop better players in any way, shape, or form. So, no skill-based matchmaking. Number 2 on my list is gun variants. Gun variants were both in Infinite Warfare and in Advanced Warfare, which was Sledgehammer's last iteration. And, sorry, do not want to see those return. I would like to see my M1 Garand have one thing, and that's it. Have my M1 Garand have that. Have my MP40, that, and that's it. No gun variants. Because I do not believe gun variants help or make the game any better. It doesn't change the game. If anything, it makes the game worse. And I have never liked the idea of using a gun variant. I've never liked the idea of having gun variants. I'm sure in practice and in drawing it up, they thought it was a great idea. It just doesn't work. The execution just isn't there. And for me, personally, I do not believe that it helps make the game any better. I think it takes more away than it adds. So no gun variants in Call of Duty World War II, please. And the last thing is DLC only guns. So what I mean by this is guns you can only get through supply drops, and that's it. And we've seen that at times with Infinite Warfare's new supply drop system, where you can only get the Mark II weapons through supply drops. And I also would love to see salvage and weapon parts go out the window, but I'm going to talk about that in a separate video that I have planned already, about how I want to see them handle the supply drops and the market for Call of Duty World War II. So, I just don't want to see any supply drop only weapons. I love what Infinite Warfare has done. Now, I know it's rare for me to say this, but I love what Infinite Warfare has done with their new weapons, that you can earn them through challenges, or you get them if you have the season pass. I think that's completely fair. It creates a sense of accomplishment when you get the weapon. It's not just through a random number generator that you get the weapon. You actually have to work for it. You actually have to complete a challenge to get there. And for me, that's important. And I think that was a nice change and a good addition to the Call of Duty franchise. And I'd love to see that return for Call of Duty World War II. So because of all this, I'm excited for the next title, but I would hate to see these three things. So the three things, to recap, are skill-based matchmaking, because I do not believe it should be based on your skill when you're just playing a casual game mode. Gun variants, because I don't think that it's added anything to the game. I don't think it adds variety to the game. It hurts the game more than anything else. And DLC only weapons, because I don't think a number generator should determine whether or not you deserve to have a weapon. I think earning them through challenges is way better than just getting them in the supply drop. You feel more sense of accomplishment than getting in the supply drop. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to know down below what are things you do not want to see in Call of Duty World War II or Call of Duty 2017. Let me know with a comment, and if you enjoyed the video, can you please hit that like button? If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button, and until next time, guys, Combat signing off. Peace.